What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It's Friday, March 28th, and we have 7 games to talk about today. Coming off a 2-3 night, Cleveland didn't get there. Probably should have left that off. Like I said, I was worried about their motivation for winning by 15 points. Dallas ended up winning outright, so the +7 hit, but the over didn't hit. They went way under. Total got to 193. Washington got embarrassed by the Pacers. I just didn't want to lay that many points with the Pacers. I thought this might be a good situation for Washington. Got me. Thunder covered like they always do, and the over in the Lakers game barely hit actually by that giddy 3. So without that 3, total would have been at 233, not 234.5. So 2-3, we went. Should have left at least 2 of those off. But on to today. We got 7 games today. I got 5 picks again. So first game up, we got Cleveland and Detroit. Cleveland, we know, is the #1 seed. Detroit is missing Cade Cunningham. Cleveland should cover this game, but like I said, the motivation thing is there. The back-to-back thing is there. Just coming off a 8-point win last night versus the Spurs. Travel because they were at home, so now they got to go to Detroit. So staying off this one. There's other spots I like better on the board. This one just didn't make it. Hornets and Toronto. Toronto at home, 5.5-point favorites. Total's at 215. I think this total is too low. It actually has been bet down from 222. So this is kind of like the bottom of the barrel number. And I think it's too low at this point. Hornets are fully healthy. Toronto plays better at home. Quickly, and Jakob Poeltl might be back. RJ Barrett is out for rest. Abaji is out for rest. Still missing Grady Dick. But those 2 other pieces can help with scoring, in my opinion. So I'd bet over in this game, not caring about the side. Clippers and the Nets. Clippers are 12-point favorites on the road, and that's not where we like to bet the Clippers. They should be able to win this game, true, but will they win it by 12 in Brooklyn? So going to stay off that one. Just for the sake, that game will probably end up going. I want to say under, but I'm not really sure about that either. So staying off that one completely. Knicks and the Bucks. Bucks are home underdogs, 1 point to a Knicks team that's still missing Brunson, missing McBride, missing Payne also. Giannis is on the report, questionable. If he plays, I like the Bucks. Knicks have a chance to sweep the series, so they've won 3 out of the 4 games. They won 3 out of the 4 games this season, and I think that the Bucks should be able to get them without Brunson. So last game they played, Brunson had 44 points in that game. They're going to need somebody to step up that scoring if they want to beat Milwaukee tonight. So not sure if Giannis is going to play or not. We know Damian Lillard is out for a while with blood clots. But I think that this is a Milwaukee spot, not a Knicks spot. So that's where I'm going to be. Milwaukee plus 1. Phoenix and Minnesota. Minnesota is 7-point favorites at home. Phoenix. Look at these standings again. Phoenix is in a 10th seed right now, tied with Dallas, who is in the 11th seed, and half a game back of the Kings, who are in the 9th. So big game for Phoenix. If they can pull it out, they can jump the Kings and get into the 9th seed, and then they're right behind this Timberwolves team in the 8th. So big game for them. They're not really close to jumping the Timberwolves, and there's only 10 games left for most teams. 9 games left for the Timberwolves, but 10 games left for the Suns. No, 9 for the Suns also. So we're getting down to it. Not too much time to jump a couple people, but they could jump the Kings. And I think this is something they're going to at least give a try to. Minnesota is fully healthy. Phoenix is just missing Bradley Beal. So Brad has been out for a lot of teams most of the time, so that shouldn't be an issue. This is their best shot. So coming up, Phoenix has Houston, Milwaukee, and Boston on deck. So they got to get this one if they want to work on that standings. If they lose too many, they let Dallas in the playoffs, Dallas in the play-in tournament. So next game up, we got Warriors and Pelicans. Pelicans are missing their entire starting lineup. So even with the Warriors on the road, this should be a spot where they can win by however many they want, especially coming off a loss to the Heat. Jimmy Butler with 11 points should perform tons better. We still will not have Curry, but who's playing defense on the Pelicans? Everybody should get a shot. So Warriors minus 14.5 is where I would look for that one. Next game and final game is the Jazz and the Nuggets. I like the under in this game. The Jazz got a couple starters out, no real motivation. The spread is at 17.5 points. This is in Denver where they can do it in elevation, but Utah has elevation also, so I don't think that's as big of a factor as it usually is for some teams. Everybody's on the report for Denver also, but they're all probable. Utah's missing Clarkson, Markkanen, Collins. Walker Kessler scored 2 points yesterday or last game in 26 minutes, so I don't know what's up with him. But yeah, I think the under is the play in this one. It's all the way at 240.5. There could be a situation where they let Denver score 145 and they just barely get over 100, and that blows our under. But I think the game is going to completely slow down in the fourth, and Denver won't care how much they win by at that point. They should probably already be up by 30. So, but I'm going to stay away from the spread, bet the total. So I like the under. So my picks for today are going to be the over 215.5 in the Hornets and Toronto game. I like the Milwaukee Bucks +1. I like the Suns +7. I like the Warriors to win by 15 over the Pelicans, and I like the Utah-Denver under 240.5. So those are going to be my 5. Go ahead and lock those in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more basketball. How many games we got tomorrow? Another 7. So see you back then.